Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to my channel about crypto. In today's video I want to talk about the current situation in the crypto market. Overall the market's been really sketchy recently, but there are still some really good opportunities to make some profits now and then reallocate them later when the market picks up. So as usual, let's have a look at the price of Bitcoin first. Not much really has changed here, we are still in a downtrend. There is this a little bit of movement up here, but to be honest, it's largely irrelevant. We're not even back at the prices we were only about week and a half ago. And if we look at Heikin Ashi weekly candles, they are still firmly in the downtrend, essentially until we see the first green candle here. Well, there is the trend is still unfortunately down. So not much is really changing here, and of course, as usual, until Bitcoin can really start picking up, well, the rest of the crypto market is unlikely to pick up. There will be of course, always some exceptions. There will be a couple of coins here and there that will perform better, that will essentially perform against the market, but the market overall is currently still going down, or at the best going sideways. If we look at the crypto fear and greed index, we're still in extreme fear territory. Nothing really is changing here. We had a bit of a bump yesterday, but well, that quickly went back down. What is quite interesting though is how the trend changed, and I talked about it a lot in my video yesterday, from crypto to NFTs. So we can see here that although Bitcoin, or the interest in Bitcoin in terms of search terms, picked up quite a bit in the last few days, it's still of course nowhere near where it was in spring last year or very early last year. It is, however, a bit higher than where it was in October, when we had last big bull run in crypto. But the blue line here, that's NFTs, that's now outperforming crypto as a term overall. So there is clearly quite a bit of more interest in NFTs, and we could see it left, right and center. And again, that was the main point of my video yesterday. I talked about a few projects, and well, yesterday, for example, this one, YMH, that was at 2.1 ETH when I was talking about it. It briefly went up to 4 ETH last night, now dipped back to 3.15. Crypto Chicks, that was sitting at around 1.996 I think yesterday, picked up to 2.7. Bored Ape Yacht Club, only a couple of days ago they were celebrating hitting 100 ETH for floor price. Right now it's 117. Mutant Ape, similar story, not that long ago it was below 20. So a lot of products are picking up massively. Even a lot of products which are already really expensive, they are picking up value a lot. So there's a lot of money flowing into NFTs. And of course the same thing will remain true for much smaller projects. It's just, I think, interesting to see that even really big, really expensive projects still have their prices going up. So clearly there's a lot of volume in NFTs. We've been noticing this pretty much throughout January, but I think it's important to remember that when something like this happens, essentially it's quite clear that we're approaching a blow off top in NFTs. We may still have a few weeks more of this bull run, but if you are in NFTs, I would seriously suggest that you take out some profits and you try to play it slightly on the safer side, because it will explode rather sooner than later. It may be another couple of weeks, it may be another month or so. It will largely depend on what crypto market will be doing. As long as ETH is relatively cheap and gas fees are relatively sensible, I think this will largely fuel NFT bull run. But the moment the crypto market starts picking up, the moment we see clear trend reversal, I think a lot of money from NFTs will flow back to crypto. And of course, you want to be in the right place when that happens. You don't want to be left holding your bag of NFTs when everyone is cashing out and moving to crypto. If you haven't seen it yet, please check out the community tab on my channel, because I put a lot of polls which help me to essentially understand my audience better and adjust my content accordingly. And in the last few polls, I was focusing especially on, well, what's the content of your portfolio and how that portfolio is performing. And let's be honest, most portfolios at the moment are struggling quite a bit. Mine is in profit at the moment, largely because, well, I switched mainly to trading NFTs at the moment. I haven't cashed out my crypto positions, but basically I'm focusing on NFTs, therefore increasing my ETH position, and that is helping with my portfolio overall. If I was relying purely on crypto, to be honest, I would be still barely breaking even, because I was DCAing quite a bit before the most recent dip. And of course, that most recent dip took a lot of alts down quite a lot as well. So yeah, not the best time for crypto, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, basically, if your position is mainly in alts, then of course, at times like this, portfolio will struggle. And I've noticed that a lot of my viewers been around in crypto for about a year or less. And of course, it's been a really bumpy year. So what I'm trying to say, don't worry if your portfolio is not performing great at the moment. It is a rough time for everyone. In my personal opinion, the best move at this point in time is to either sit on the sidelines or get into NFTs, because that's the only sector that at the moment is performing well and giving consistent profits. But of course, if you're completely new to NFTs, you have to be careful, because like I said earlier in this video, we are reaching the peak for NFTs, and you may be left in a bit of a tricky position, so just be careful. In terms of what I'm planning to invest in later on, well, my strategy hasn't really changed. It will be all largely gaming, metaverse, and related projects. I think what's probably the best strategy is not trying to find a specific game that will give you 100x or more, because it's way too early for this at this point in time. I invested in quite a few of those games on this list, most of them. I think there are only 2 exceptions. But you have to be careful, because of course not every game will do well. At this point in time, it's really hard to predict which ones will, which one won't. It is a bit of a gamble. I was happy to take the risk, and to be honest, while the prices are staying low, when we see the trend reversal, to be honest, once the trend reverses, I will probably put more money in pretty much all or most of those gaming projects, assuming that the prices will be still quite low, just to essentially lower my average entry price, and then just hope that some of them work out. I think they're still all solid projects, but far safer strategy is investing in bigger platform rather than games, in something that a lot of different users, different companies can benefit from, can use. And these are the projects such as Superfarm, Vulcan Forge, Remark, CDFI, and Veracity. Star Atlas is a game, so this one is excluded, but other than that, it's basically the top 5 here in terms of the market cap. Because of the overall dip in crypto, all those market caps dipped quite significantly. I mean, Veracity is like 85 million. None of them are above 250 mil. And personally, I think all of those projects will comfortably do 10x once the bull market properly picks up. And all of them, I think, should be also pretty safe bets. While with a lot of gaming projects, it may be much more of a risk, although if there are really low cap projects, they can of course perform incredibly well. With these top 5, that's my top 5, I think they will do really, really well, while being pretty safe at the same time. I have positions, of course, in all of them. I've been adding to those positions on quite regular basis. I stopped probably about a week and a half ago, when we had that massive dump, well, just before we had that massive dump in the crypto space. But as soon as there is clear signs of trend reversal, this is essentially what I'll be looking at. So my strategy remains investing in NFTs, increasing my ETH position. If I have any spare fiat, putting that aside as well, and basically preparing as much stable coins and ETH to go pretty much all into those projects once the market clearly reverses. By saying going all in, well, I'm planning to still keep my Bitcoin position. I'm not touching other projects I'm invested in. Cardano, some of the projects within Cardano ecosystem, some other altcoins I invested in earlier last year, because basically, well, I want all of those projects to start making proper profits, and then I may start reallocating them. But essentially these 5 projects are likely to be my main area of focus, unless of course something else appears that I will get interested in. But otherwise, these are essentially my bets for this market cycle. And like I said earlier, I don't see any reason why all of them couldn't do 10x comfortably. I will be, of course, splitting my investment probably more or less evenly between them, because I'm sure some of them will perform better than the others. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to see what they will do. So I think that's it from me for today. If you like the content and you find it helpful, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Other than that, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. Please engage with the post in the community section as well, because that helps me create better content. And yeah, I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.